I'm sure glad I don't work like late all the time, like a lot of crafters do. Because if I did, then I wouldn't have the energy to do what I'm doing right now. Hey, what's going on, everybody? As you hop in, do me a favor. Drop the city and state. Let me know where you're tuning in from. We are back for a short time this time. Just briefly, because I wanted to share a message with you guys. And this is a message. This is a message just for the small business owners. Now, I know it's going to be a lot of people watching who are not small business owners. And that's one thing that we can't help. We can't help that. We can't help who we attract on social media. We can't help what type of trolls come on our page. We can't help what type of comments people make about our products, about our services. Small business owners, you can't help that. You can't help who you attract. The bottom line is using social media to build your business is challenging. It's hard. It's one of the hardest things that I've probably done since I've been in business. And that's use social media to build my business. And it's because a lot of people don't understand that we're in business to make money. A lot of people see us making things, and the first thing they do is they gravitate to us and they say, show me how. And I think that's what the crafting community has done as a whole. In my opinion, the crafting community as a whole has done this to themselves. And they've created a show me how to, or you've listened to some so-called crafting coach or teacher to say, hey, if you want to make a lot of money, show people how to do stuff, you know. But for the traditional business owners like ourselves, it's a little challenging being in the crafting industry, supporting crafters, craft businesses, because the first thing most people want to do is they want to ask you to show them how to make something. Thanks for the gift. So if we're going to hang around, I need you guys to share the video. I need you to like the video, because there's going to be some key points that I'm going to make. And it's one of those conversations that if you know me, you know that I'm going to hit some points that's going to be beneficial to you and your business. This right here is a perfect example as to how we don't control the algorithm. We got people over here on TikTok. That's just watching. We don't know if they're crafters. We don't know if they're small business owners. We don't know anything, but they're just over there watching. Nobody's double tapping the screen. So over here on Facebook, we got Octavius and we have Princess Diamond. How y'all doing? Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate y'all. So, you know, we've been in business for a little while, and I'm not going to go through the whole spiel and talk to you and tell the story. But what I will tell you is this: using social media to build your business is one of the most challenging things that I've had to do since I've been in business. And I'm gonna tell you that most of the people that I have concerns with or issues with are people who look like me. As a matter of fact, there was this little old lady. I'm not gonna say little old lady. There was this woman that commented, this black woman that commented on a post on one of our Facebook posts. And people can be so brutal. People can be so nasty. They can be so rude and cruel. However, if you don't have thick skin, you'll retaliate against people and their ignorance. And the funny part about it is, as a small business owner, as a business owner in general, so-called consumers, customers, they don't expect you to be human. They don't expect you to have something to say. They don't expect you to have anything to say. All they expect is that you're supposed to be the bigger person. You're supposed to, ignore it. But I talked about this before. There's no training. There's no training for us as small business owners on how to react and respond to trolls or to negative comments or to negative people. As a matter of fact, it's human nature that you can have 99 positive comments and one negative comment, and that will be the one that stands out, that negative comments. It's human nature. So you have to train your brain to think differently. You got to train your brain to think differently. One of the things that I'm finding out is that in the crafting community, it's cutthroat. It is cutthroat. You cannot make everybody happy. You damned if you do and you damned if you don't. We're suppliers. We're not crafters. My wife crafts sometimes. She's not a crafter really anymore. She's a business owner. And some people who just don't understand that part will ask you some of the most outrageous things, and they will request some of the most outrageous things. And the funny thing about the word no is that it is a complete sentence. So when you start separating yourself from the foolishness and the BS and start standing on business and start letting people know that this is not your business model, this is not what you do, this is not what you're going to stand for, you have a group of people who now go into the canceling mode. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We live in a cancel culture. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all saw what happened, right? Did y'all see what happened to, I'm going to keep on bringing up Tabitha, right? Y'all saw what happened to Tabitha Brown? Tabitha Brown wanted to step up, and she wanted to build her business for herself and her family. And she wanted to get her products into a major store. And she may have not made the best decisions. I don't know. I don't know her story. But as soon as things started going differently, all of her so-called support went left. See, you can't make people happy. She has no control over what's going on. Yet, she and other small Black business owners or minority business owners are going to suffer because people are living in a cancel culture. And I don't want to get into the politics of it, but I want to stay right at the small business space. Because in the small business space, a lot of us are actually trying to become larger companies. We're trying to incorporate. We're trying to be bigger. A lot of us don't want to work from home and just stay working from home. A lot of us don't want to be in our basement or in our craft room. Some people actually want to build a significant business to where it's going to be substantial and sustain their families. Some people want to do that. And you get this group of people or personalities who are okay with you doing good as long as you're not doing better than them. If I was in an audience right now, if I was speaking in front of a crowd of people, a group of people, and everybody was talking, they would have got quiet just then. See, what people don't understand is specifically, I'm talking about the crafting community right now, but what people don't understand is that everybody can be doing better. We can always be doing better. But you have to understand, because of commitment, because of drive, because of just sheer will, not just talent, because of hard work and dedication, somebody's always going to be doing better than you. And a lot of people ain't ready for that. A lot of people are not ready for other people to be doing better than them. So they go along to get along, and they say, well, I'll support you, I'll support you, I'll support you, until it looks like you're doing a lot better than me. And when it starts looking like you're doing a lot better than me, here comes a little cat call. Just saying. I'm just telling you what I've seen. But using social media as a small business owner, it can be really rough. It can be tough. We've been able to do some great things on our Facebook. We've been able to do some great things on our TikTok. But I've been seeing a lot of derogatory comments, jabs here and there from Black women. Y'all can get mad at me if you want to. I'm keeping it real. I've been seeing a lot of the negative and derogatory comments from Black women saying negative things about our business, our products, and our services. Now you're probably saying, well, why are you talking about it? You're gonna lose customers. Guess what? Clowns probably ain't shopping with us anyway. They probably on there just to cause some commotion. But if we wanna support each other via social media, and if we want to do business with one another, why not just do that? But if you see something that doesn't apply to you, just shut up and keep moving. Why can't we do that? We can't do that. You know why? Because people forget that hiding behind that social media platform is a person who is not happy with themselves. Hiding behind that social media platform is usually somebody, Princess, is usually somebody who did not try hard enough, who are discouraged with themselves, who hate the truth because the truth sounds like hate. We should all be able to get along to get the back. Yeah, you're absolutely right. If I don't like something I see posted, and see that's why I don't F with TikTok right there. That's why I don't mess with y'all like that. Not the ones that's on here, the ones that's in and out. I don't mess with them because they fickle, and that's why I don't do a lot of stuff on TikTok. But if I see a post that I don't like, I keep scrolling because it don't apply to me. You always have these people that say, well, you know what? If you didn't want anybody to say anything, then you shouldn't have posted it publicly. That's the most ludicrous statement that I've ever heard. Yeah, I get it. Sharing your personal business on social media is not the best idea. But do you think people get on social media to share, to hear negative stuff? I mean, yeah, you got to be ready for the good and the bad. You got to be ready for the positive and the negative. But I swear, man, I see a lot of negativity from people who sitting there talking about they're going to shut Target and Walmart down because they ain't a part of DEI no more. Are y'all understanding what I'm saying? You're mad at a company. You're mad at companies because they rolled back DEI, yet you still attack other small business owners that look like you. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, y'all. I'm just saying. I don't understand why we do that. But for some reason, we do it. We sit there and we give each other a hard time when we should be encouraging each other. We should be encouraging each other. We should be lifting each other up. We should be trying to inspire one another. That's what we should be. And it's not about the color. But I need to make this plain because there's a lot of clowns on here. And I say that loosely. There's a lot of clowns on here, a lot of clownage going on that have nothing else to do but to be bitter and mad. And I'm just trying to figure out, why is it that people can't be happy for other people? I don't understand. I don't get it, man. But you know what? Like I always say, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And that's how people are going to be. And that's, you can't change that. You can't change that. But what you should not do, and this is just my opinion, you should not ignore it either. You should address things like that head on. You should address it head on, especially if it pops up on your timeline. If somebody makes a negative post on a product that you shared or a video that you shared or some type of advertisement that you're sharing, if somebody makes a negative comment, then you should address it. And if not address it, you should delete that comment and block that person. I don't know what it is. If it's just a group of old, unhappy people that's walking around that has nothing better to do but to complain about life. But I'm telling you, you got to try to nip this thing in the bud. You got to, man. We're sitting there talking about as people of color. We're sitting there talking about how we're I see this on social media all the time. We're boycotting this place. We're not going to shop here. We're not going to shop there Then you see another black-owned business come on social media to try to promote their product and their service, and the first thing you do is give them hell. I guess I'm the only one that see this though, right? Am I the only one that see this? Oh, I'm the only one that's gonna say something about it. I'm saying call it out, man. Call it out. And if you follow somebody on social media, if you rock with them, you should be the first one in the comments calling them out. You should be the first one in the comments making some noise. Because I guarantee you that business that you're doing business with, if you're rocking with them, they have done something. They have done something to help you along. They share some information. They share the product. They share the service. They've done something in your life to help you along. But we just sit back and we just let it go. And then, because I'm an idiot, for those of you who don't know me, I can get down with the best of them. Then when somebody like me says something, now you get everybody saying, "Hey, you know what? He's out of control, or she's out of control, or they're just wild." We got to start being accountable. We got to start policing other people up, especially if they look like you. Yeah, man. Building a business on social media, and I'm gonna get off that high horse. Building a business on social media can be a huge challenge. One of the biggest things that I found out is that being a consistent poster, posting content consistently is one of the most challenging things that I can do, because I'm not a crafter. But we have all of these amazing products in here, and we put stuff out there and we share stuff. And the next thing you know, we got to be careful because we end up attracting the wrong type of personality. And you probably say, "Well, Eric, who are the wrong type of personality?" People who think that you're crafters. People who are looking for you to be something in your business that you're not. People who are not willing to do the work. People who are not ready to buy. Yeah, this is sublimation. So we are a sublimation blanks and t-shirt transfer supply company. And we're located just outside of Columbia, South Carolina. If you are a t-shirt maker, if you make t-shirts, we have transfers that are available that can help you to get your business on point. If you like sublimation, if you do sublimation, we can either do custom transfers. We sell sublimation transfers that are ready to press. We also have our own sublimation shirts. This is one of them. That's one of them. We do lots of different things. We have lots of different things going on for us. But here's the thing. Posting content can be challenging. You can send your logo if you want it done in sublimation. If you want it done in sublimation, we can do that in-house. Anything else, you're going to probably have to email us so we can make sure we can help you. If you want to email us or contact us, our information is up top. All you got to do is go back up there. If you're on TikTok, go back up there and hit the little email. You can email us, okay? But that's one of the hardest things to do. One of the most challenging things to do is to post consistent. You know what I'm saying? Post consistent. Hey, right back at you, Mike. I appreciate you too, man. It takes a lot, man. It takes a lot to come on here and to remain consistent, even though people are pew-pewing at you, right? Because that's what they're doing. They're trying to take your spirit. They're trying to break your spirit, man. And you cannot let them. So if you're using social media to build your business, have a plan. Okay? That's what I recommend. You have a plan. But you also, you're going to have to monitor your social media. While we were working today, my wife and I, when we were working today, was putting in work, getting these orders out. We had people that were commenting about our fan. Okay? We had people commenting about the fan. And let me stop. It was black women that was commenting about the fan. Wasn't no black men, wasn't no white women or white men. It was black women commenting about the fan. It is what it is. That's what it was, right? That's what it was. And I'm telling you, people can be so negative Nancy-ish that it's a shame. And I dare anyone who is in their crafting room right now. I dare anyone who's in their garage, in their office space, in their she shed or he shed, in their man cave or woman cave. I dare anyone to go out there and hit them social media streets every day. Be consistent on several different platforms. Whether you get knocked down or knocked out, you getting back up. I dare you to, because most of the people who comment, they're trolls. Most of the people who are commenting, they're just saying, "Hey, I'm not equipped to do what you do. I don't have enough confidence to do what you do. Yeah, I craft, or yeah, I make this or I make that, but I'm not confident or dedicated or committed to doing what you do. So I'm going to find negative things to say about it." So you got to be able to know that. You got to be able to know that, and you got to be able to identify that. It's the clownage. It's the clownage. You got to laugh about it. But then when you start seeing negative comments on your post, don't be afraid to address them. Now, for me, and this is just me, because I'm talking to me, I'm learning to be a little bit more diplomatic with the responses that I have. And some of the comments I actually do have to end up blocking, because there's two things I ain't gonna be doing. I ain't going round and round, and I ain't going back and forth, because this ain't your thing. This is our thing. And it's funny that everybody, I'm saying this is a segue, right? It's funny that everybody who's not doing what you do always has an opinion of how you should be doing it. Have y'all noticed that? Have y'all noticed that it's always somebody who ain't doing nothing, who just sniffing and moving, who just shuffling their feet? It's always somebody who don't have a clue that has an idea to be able to do it better than you. Well, I challenge you. I challenge you to get up early in the morning and stay up late at night. I challenge you to talk to people days at a time, on end at a time. I challenge you to answer emails and respond to viral videos. I challenge you to keep on responding and keep on posting. I challenge you to do that. Recently, we went viral on Facebook. Now, I don't know how we went viral. I don't know what happened. I don't know what I did. I don't know what my wife did. I don't know what we did. But as fast as we went viral, Southern Crafter, what's going on? As fast as we went viral, and it stayed for about, I say 3 months, maybe 4 months. In October of last year, we went viral. I'm talking about, we had a video now that's got over 1.5 million views on Facebook. We can't get that on Hustle Talk. We had more followers on Hustle Talk than we had on Facebook for a long time. But we went viral and don't know what happened. And then all of a sudden, our views went from over 1 million views every 28 days for 3 or 4 months to like 720,000 views. And people just stopped watching. People just stopped doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's the same time you went viral. People just stopped doing stuff. And I'm telling you, man, it can be discouraging if you let it. But you know what we did? We kept on pushing. My mom always says this. Now, my mom's 75 years young. My mom says, I may not go fast. I may not go as strong as I used to. She said, but I'm going to just keep on moving. And she said, as long as you keep on moving, any progress moving forward is forward progress. So we kept it moving. And I'm happy to say that over the last 28 days, we went from 720,000 views, people actually watching our stuff. We're back at like 1.2, 1.3 million views on our Facebook. And it's all because of another viral video, a trend, a fad that's going on about these fans, right? As a matter of fact, y'all want to know something? I'm not going to sit there and throw dollar signs in your face, but we sold out of our fans in about 3 hours. We sold out of our fans in about 3 hours. And it wasn't no 40 or 50 fans. We sold out of our fans in about 3 hours. And it's due to what's trending right now, the fad that's trending right now. all the time. All the time. It's nothing that we did. We were just obedient. Here's the thing, though. You still had people, negative Nancy's, naysayers, saying things that, you know, what you gonna say? Selling out is always good. Hey, Lamar, what's up? Selling out is all we thrive to sell out. We thrive to sell out. Yeah, man, hit me up. Shoot, you can hit me up in the morning, man, about 8:30 or 9, man. If you up, if you busy, if you're not busy, I mean. Well, yeah, you thrive to sell out. And here's the thing: since you said that, Mike, the average person that consumes products and services do not understand the power of selling out. I ain't talking about, being a sellout, because they understand that part. Good. I'm talking about the power of actually selling out of your products. They don't understand that. Because, the average crafter, all they want to do is make sure you always got it when they need it. You feel me? But to be able to sell out of some products, it's amazing. It's a great feeling too. So I'm out here right now. Also, shout out to a young lady. I'm not gonna say her name, but shout out to a young lady who reached out to us, and she wanted to collaborate with us and do some shirts. So I'm doing some memorial shirts. So I may not feel, and you may not feel the benefits of sharing your information right then at that moment. But remember, we started sharing this information probably about 6-7 months ago. We started telling people that we do an offer all over shirt 6-7 months ago. And the day that you plant ain't the day that you pick. A lot of y'all got to remember that. I just want to encourage y'all right now, because somebody's going through it right now. Somebody's thinking, man, I'm going to quit. I'm going to give up. Somebody thinking, I'm done. I ain't going to do it no more. Somebody thinking right now, I ain't seeing the benefits. I'm not making no money. Somebody saying right now, you know what? I've been watching crafting this person and this person over here, and they're talking about how much money they're making, and I ain't making nothing. And I took all their classes, and I'm still not making no money. Remember, the same day that you plant ain't the same day that you pick. It ain't the same day that you pluck. And a lot of people don't understand that. You can't take this business thing and treat it like a job. But you have to work just as hard at your business as you do for somebody else on the job. One of the things I thank God for in this industry is them crafting haters. I love them. Crafting haters are some of the best haters out there. You know why? Because crafting haters are loyal. Y'all know that? Crafting haters are loyal. No, it's not going to fall in your lap. Crafting haters are loyal. Y'all know that, right? Crafting haters are loyal. If you ever seen somebody hating on you that's a crafter, you know they loyal. Because they're going to show up every time. You may not see them. You may not see them. You may not see them. They may not like your videos. They may not like your posts. They may be in the background, underneath, all that stuff. But they pushing your content. Yeah, absolutely. They pushing your content without them even knowing it. Even by them saying something derogatory, negative. That's why I started at some point, certain things, I let it stay on my timeline. I let it stay on my post. And I got to talk myself out of it, because I tell my wife, baby, such and such just said this, or such and such just said that. And then I go back and say, you know what? That's good. Because the more people that respond to it, that comment on it, and I go back and I'll comment, and I'll be as diplomatic as I can, the more it hits the algorithm. And we keep on. We got several viral videos on Facebook right now. Now on Hustle Talk, I can't say the same thing, because Hustle Talk is looking for something different. Hustle Talk breathes, disaster. They're looking for drama. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. But crafters are a different type of haters, man. I love hated crafters. I do, man. I can't believe that I missed out on this all this time, trying to figure out these algorithms. To me, is the fun of the whole thing. Yeah, it is. Trying to figure out which video worked out and then how to duplicate that video, how to make it happen again. That's one of the things. That's one of the things. And a lot of people don't get that. They don't get that. Beantown, what's going on? I believe that's Boston, right? What's going on? Let me see. Can you make me some t-shirts with the truth all over them? Is that the truth? Well, of course I can. You're going to have to email me, though. Go up to the email. Go up to the email. And I'll share the link with you. Matter of fact, you know what? Here you go. You got to let me know. You got to let us know what type of shirts you want them on. But you talking about all over shirts? If you're talking about that, most definitely can. But here's the custom website. Here's the custom website. It's quiet over there on Facebook and YouTube. I know it's late, y'all. I know it's late, and I'm usually not on, but I got some work to do. All right, and I figure I'd come out here and hang out with y'all for a little while. But yeah, man, it's a lot. It's a lot to be said about crafting haters, B. You know that? My wife laughs at me sometimes. My wife laughs at me sometimes, and she laughs at me because I say some of the silliest things. Right? I'm from the country, so I'm always saying something silly. I'm making some stuff up. If y'all country, y'all know y'all do it too. But it's just you gotta laugh sometimes. You gotta laugh sometimes. You gotta laugh sometimes, man, to keep from crying. You gotta laugh sometimes to keep from going off on people. Using social media to build your business can be one of the most rewarding things that comes out of being a small business owner, because at any moment you can get some type of acknowledgement from people, right? As people are coming on now. Let's see. This is my first time seeing y'all, and I love it. Keisha, how you doing? Key Haskell, what's going on? What's the question marks for? Want to know what we're doing? Doing some memorial shirts. Doing some memorial shirts. But you gotta thanks, Daniel, I appreciate it. But you gotta think about it, man. You find a lot of different people on social media, and you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared and ready to do some business, because people are gonna want to know what you can do. So you gotta be able to talk about yourself. So if you find it hard to talk about yourself and explain to people what you do as a business owner, then that's one thing you got to work on. Get in the mirror and practice. Hello, my name is. The name of my company is. The things that we provide are. And you do that every day. Just like brushing your teeth, washing your face. You got to do that every day until it becomes second nature. What's the website? Absolutely. Are you looking for blanks or are you looking for customs? Are you looking for blanks or customs? You got to practice this thing all the time until it becomes second nature. Because our website is different from blanks and our customs. So if you're looking for blanks, this is our blanks website. We're out. We're out of stock. We sold out. That's what I was talking about. One of the things I was talking about today. But here you go. We sold out today. Selling out is good, man. Selling out feels real good. Not being a sellout, but selling out. But yeah, man, you got to think about it. If you can't talk about your business, then somebody else gonna talk about you. Yeah, my wife, she did. She actually made a fan. But yeah, we're sold out. We're out of stock right now. We actually sold out in 3 hours. It's definitely a blessing. Thank you. But yeah, if you can't talk about your business, if you can't talk about yourself, if you cannot present yourself to people who you can't, let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all are ready for bed? How many of y'all ready for bed? I mean, you dressed down, you got your night clothes on, or you relaxing or whatever, you in your white beater, or you in your gown or your robe or whatever, you just relaxing, right? You ain't FaceTime ready, right? You ain't Zoom ready. That's what I'm saying. People right now are laid back. I don't know what you have on. I don't know what you look like. Most of y'all posting pictures on y'all profile that don't look like y'all. It's probably from 15, 20 years ago. If you cannot tell somebody about your business or about yourself and you don't know what they look like, you got a problem. You got to practice on that. That's something that you got to be ready to do. You're intimidated by the wrong things. You're allowing people, once again, I say this loud and as clearly as I can. Stop allowing people who are not prepared to do what you do upset you or talk you out of doing what you need to do. Stop doing that. If you're a small business owner and you're going to use social media to build your business, you got to get some thick skin. Because it's going to be some nasty mugs out there. It's going to be some nasty people. Some of them ain't going to look like you, but I promise you, you're going to attract people who look like you. Regardless of the product that you sell, you're going to still attract people who look like you. And that's where you're going to get the most resistance from. Somebody might not agree with me. That's cool. But if you ever been on my live, you know I keep it a buck. 150 to be exact. Ain't no sense in lying. What's going on, John? Grand rising to you, brother. You got to be able to have thick skin. Just went through that with a customer. By Marjorie, were they really a customer? Were they really a customer? Let's be honest. We give a lot of people too much credit. You know what I'm saying? We give people too much credit, y'all. Let's be honest. And I'm gonna go a little further than that. All them people, you don't want them shopping with you. I get it. Money is green, but as a small business owner, there's different headaches. There's different headaches. As a smaller business owner, we have to endure and go through a lot more stuff. You know how many times I've had people say that they weren't going to shop with us anymore because of something I said? You think I stopped telling them to kick rocks? You think that made me change my personality, my behavior, my approach, and my views on things? No. I mean, don't threaten me with a good time. If you leave and leave now. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go now. Don't waste another breath or another energy of your eyesight on my ugly face. If you're going to be gone, be gone. Don't threaten me with a good time. But that doesn't bother me. I'm telling y'all, man, back to what I was saying earlier, we living in a cancel culture. Everybody thinks that they get on social media and they don't like something somebody says, and they get their other herd of people that ain't doing nothing and not being productive too. They get that herd of people and they can sit there and they can talk you out of doing what you were called to do. That's the only way they're gonna stop you, is if you allow them to talk you out of it. How you gonna let somebody who didn't give you the idea talk you out of doing something that you was called to do? You gotta have some thick skin, man. I'm telling you. I often think about how we got started in this town right here. And I know my wife, she probably be tired of hearing that same story. But it's a reminder. It's a reminder of that people gonna be people. And you can't make people do anything but be who they are. And if folks tell you who they are, you best believe it. Oh, that was my wife. But you're welcome. That's Daily Deb. She said she had her prices wrong this morning, but you helped out. Yeah, that was my wife. But you're more than welcome. But yeah, man, I keep on thinking about that, man. You cannot allow people who did not put you in these positions to tell you what you can and can't do. Social media, who you follow matters. Right now, somebody on this platform, on one of these platforms, is following a scammer. And you know why you following a scammer? Don't get mad, it's coming. Because you got scam tendencies. Yeah. My wife said, what? Watch this. Somebody gonna get mad with me. I'm from the country. I'm attracted to country and down home people. But just because somebody else is country and down home, that don't mean that they're a part of what I'm doing. Bottom line is, we find ourselves attracted to stuff that we feel comfortable with. And if you grew up hard, watch this. If you grew up hard and feel like you came from nothing, from the bottom, and you're building from it, you're going to most likely be attracted to other people who say they came up hard. You got to watch who you follow. Bottom line, everybody who you following ain't genuine. You can't please everyone. So stop trying. Stop trying, man. I would love to have a day like we had today every freaking day. Or at least once a week. I could take it. But there's so much competition out there to where it's hard for us to get your attention. I'm not talking about business owners competition. I'm talking about customers. Customers ain't focused. Y'all know I ain't lying. It don't matter what I say. It don't matter what I say. It ain't gonna change how you feel. I'm not talking about competition in business, twisting things. I'm not talking about business competition. I'm talking about mindsets. We are competing for customers. There you go, with customers. And I know it sounds like a play on words, but folks are all over the place and don't know what they want. Watch this. Where them fans at? That's a trend, right? Is that a trend or a fad? Anybody? Boots on the ground. Is that a trend or is it a fad? Is it a trend or a fad? Anybody? Help me out. Boots on the ground. Is it a trend or a fad? Marion says it's a trend. Why is it a trend? What makes it a trend? Somebody else said a trend. Twisting Things says a trend. Anybody else? Is it a trend or a fad? Anybody else? Don't be afraid to be right or wrong. Boots on the ground. Where the fans at? Click clap. Is it a trend or a fad? Okay, I got to go with the two. John, you're going to make somebody mad. Because it's popular right now and it's new. I disagree with y'all. It is popular and it is new, but it is trending. It is trending. It's not a trend. It's a fad. Trends last longer. Fads just pass by. Now go back and do your homework. So jumping on this fad that's currently trending, jumping on this fad that's currently trending, absolutely. Jumping on this fad that's currently trending is the best thing that you can do while it's here. If you want to make some quick money, if you want to make some fast money, you have to jump on that fad that's currently trending while it's at the bottom. Because once it peaks, once it gets to the point to where it's going to go up and peak and turn over, it's too late. Now, here's the deal. This is what I'm going to share with y'all. The fans that we're selling, that we're currently out of stock, sold out on, the fans that we're selling, they're not a fad. Why do ride the wave and pivot? They're not a fad because those fans are going to make great memorials. They're going to make great graduation gifts. They can make great anniversary gifts. And that's how you turn a fad or what's being used for a fad into something that you can make money on all the time. If you're doing other crafting things, it's out there, it's for you. But you got to know the difference. Just like the Hawk Tour girl. That's it. She done. Don't think about it no more. But every day somebody's gonna have a birthday. Hey Pandora, good evening. We're saying the same thing in a different way. I'm just saying that a fad and a trend is not the same thing. You definitely have to ride the wave while it's there. And when it sizzles out, people are on to the next thing. Which is why, and I bring this right into the point, which is why there's a lot of crafters who are not able to build a business because they are watching and following people who are building off of fads. Most crafters can't build a business because they too busy following a hustler that's riding a wave on a fad that's trending. So you got to be smart enough to know the difference. That's why you have to do your homework and you have to be mindful of who you follow and who you watch. That's important. That song is going to be there for a little while. Culture, what's going on? That song's going to be there for a little while. People going to be clicking and clacking for a little while. When that song dies out, you can still sell the things that there's still going to be cowboys and cowgirls. They're going to still be doing line dances. What are you learning from fads right now that's trending that's going to allow you to make some money? Everybody jumped on our fans so much so to where we sold out in 3 hours or so. My question to you is, what are you going to do with that fan when you sold to all of the line dancers in your little circle? Because you ain't getting on social media, meeting nobody. I'm just asking. Don't get mad at me. I told you, if you hang around, I'm going to put something in your spirit. I'm going to make you think about something. It may not make sense to you right now, but I want you to think about it. This works with anything. People are going to always need clothes, so folks are always going to be making apparel. One hit wonders, yeah. You can make a lot of money off of this thing that's going on right now. So you got to understand what you're going to do when it starts to slow down. J&J says, do you have a template for the fans? We don't sell templates, J&J. So let me ask you a question, if you don't mind, without you getting offended. This is for everybody. Are you a crafter? Because I can tell you how to make a template if you're not sure. But if you're a crafter, you should know how to make a template. And I can help you out right now live if you want. But you just got to let me know you want it. Okay, cool beans. Do you have a fan? Blessed night to you as well. Do you have a fan? If you do, take that fan, lay it down, open it up, put it on a flat surface, hover over that fan as clear as you can. Well, you want to press it out. You want to press it out so it can be flat. Once you do that, press it out so it can be flat. Then you want to take a picture. Okay? You take a picture of it. Once that fan is flattened and you take a clean picture of it, then you upload it to your design software. How do I know? That's what I did with that fan. That's what I did with that fan. I created that template. I'm not a crafter. But to me, it comes to me. So hopefully what I just said, it wasn't that hard. Was it, J&J Custom? That wasn't hard, was it? Yes, we do. All you got to do is go to the website. Go to the website. We have some ready to press tumbler wraps already. Go to theblankspot.com. Illustrator, Photoshop, Canva, Silhouette Studio. That's what we use. It's the same concept. Same concept. Hey, Don, you're welcome. As a matter of fact, guys, if y'all are hanging on, I should have said this at first. I wasn't in the selling mindset. Today is still $2 Sublimation Tuesday. You put 10 items that are in. So you got to go to our website. Once you go to the website, theblankspot.com, you go on the front page, you're going to see something that says $2 Tuesday. $2 Sublimation Tuesday. You click on that. Whatever transfers that are in that collection, you put 10 of them in your shopping cart, and you'll get them for $1 each. 2 transfers for $2, a total of 10 for $20, 10 to get you 20, and you walk away. And there are some tumbler wraps in there as well. Okay? There's some tumbler wraps in there as well. A lot of work. I wish you offered drag and template. I'll try to fix. I'll try it. Thanks. Well, here's what I want you to think about. And you're right. It is a lot of work. That's why we don't do it. It's a lot of work. That's why we don't do it. That's not a part of our business model. I understand exactly what you mean when you say it's a lot of work, but it's not our business model. Here's what we've learned. Here's what we've learned when it comes to creating templates. When it comes to creating and selling templates, we get more unsatisfied customers and more complaints than we would people saying thank you. You know why? Because generally, crafters are not as creative as they should be. I'm saying that in my diplomatic voice. Our business is to be suppliers. We supply you with blanks. We create certain products. We create certain services. Our business does not have anything to do with digital products. So the same in your same breath, the time it took you to type that, somebody else on the other side is saying, I'm not going to pay for a template. I'll just go somewhere and I'll create it. I'll go watch a video and learn how to do it myself. So that's the fight that you get. But I understand, you're right. It is a lot of work. And that's one of the reasons why we stay away from it. It's a lot of work, and it's stuff that we don't want to do either. I wish it was so easy. I wish it was so easy that crafters who said that they were crafters would be crafters. I know I said a lot just now. I wish it was that easy, but I know it's not. So I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Everything ain't for everybody. And just like people will message us and they'll ask us what our website is, they'll message us on Facebook, they'll message us on Instagram, TikTok, they'll message us on YouTube, and they'll ask us what our website is or how they can buy a certain product. But our website is in every social media platform. It's easier for people to ask you than it is for them to do their own homework and do it themselves and learn something. That's the world we live in. And somebody, some hustler is going to come through and they're going to have the answer for you. They're going to sell it to you until you get tired of being sold. So, I mean, just me, coming from me, I'm not a crafter, but because we create, because we sell, because we do all these things, we have to sublimate. We have to make these items before we sell them to make sure that they're good products. And I have had to learn, if I want my business to be successful, if I want to flourish, there's some things that I have to do that I don't like doing. But that doesn't mean that I have to do it for everybody. So I appreciate y'all coming on. Once again, the topic, it is really challenging building your business using social media. Don't give up, okay? If you're looking to build your business on social media, using social media, learn some consistency. Learn how to post on a regular basis. Learn how valuable it is to read other people's posts and also respond to people's posts. And although they may not say what you want to hear, be ready for the good and for the bad, because it's coming. There's somebody out there right now looking just like you that's wishing that they was in your shoes. There's somebody out there that looking just like you that want to congratulate you, but they're gonna congratulate you because that's just their nature. That's their nature. You have a lot of what other people want. Thanks for the gift. You got a lot of what other people want. And some people just not going to go the extra mile to get to the next step. Once again, everybody can be doing good, but there's always going to be somebody that's doing better than you, and you have to be okay with that. Because eventually, if you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, it's going to be your turn to be doing better. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Make sure y'all check us out before 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's still Sublimation Tuesday, $2 Sublimation Tuesday. Go to the main page, look for $2 Tuesday. Check out some of those sublimation transfers. Also, check out our sublimation shirts, our sublimation paper, any other transfers that you see. Check it out and see what you can get, man. See how you can actually do business with us. I see everybody at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.